Okay guys, so today it's a little different. You know, it's a little late in the day, so we wanted to go ahead and give you guys a nice little bedtime story before you go to sleep, or when you wake up, or whenever you're watching this video. Today's story is How We Met Rocco and Daisy. How we met Rocco and Daisy. How we met Rocco and Daisy. Let's start with chapter 1, page 1, episode 1. Letty has had an obsession with French bulldogs. Ever since I met her. Okay? So she wanted a French bulldog. I ignored it. I hated French bulldogs. I hated seeing their face, the little ears, like their snout. That was really creepy. She's like, "What are you talking junk?" So I hated them. So, but Letty kept like subliminal messages. I don't actually mean subliminal, and I definitely don't mean subtle, because these were Letty's messages to me that she wanted a French bulldog.
This is Pierre. I would always tell her to go get Pierre for me, and he would bring me this back.
This is Letty's dog.
This is my first French bulldog, Pierre. Give this video a thumbs up if you remember Pierre. Ricky, you better give this video a thumbs up because I know you remember Pierre.
Now, we snuck Pierre literally into so many movie theaters.
So, I don't understand. I don't understand how you can go to the movie theater and willingly pay an arm and a leg for all these candies and snacks and stuff when you can just get a big old bag.
Get a Pierre. Yeah.
Make some sandwiches, put together some goodie bags, and take it in Pierre. Like, save your money. They're out to get you.
This is the second subtle bag that Letty got. Now, you're probably wondering, why is it only grocery bags? Well, I was like such a let's save the earth type of person that I hated using grocery bags. So Letty would get these bags.
Yeah, and my mom would contribute to this grocery bag thing.
Oh my gosh. So then we got that one, and then we got a ton more, but these, I don't want to go through the entire list. So this is the other one. This is obviously not for me.
Okay, so yes, we what?
Okay, so yes.
So we bought the house in December, January, February, March. We were in the house of 3 months, and I was like getting kind of sad. I don't know, I struggle with anxiety, and it was really hitting me. It always happens during the winter time where I get into a bout of it. It was hitting me really hard, and
no, I'm looking at the picture of Rocco.
I was looking for...
I was looking at the picture of Rocco, and I'm like, he's so freaking cute, dude.
Oh, I thought you were being
Look at
bad. So I was in that bout at that time, and instead of getting on medications, I talked to Hurston about it, and we decided to go ahead and get a dog. But I had already been looking at French bulldogs just because I love them. I thought they were so adorable and the cutest thing ever, but I didn't think I would ever have a dog again after all that happened with Leia. I didn't think I'd have a dog again, but then when I talked to Hurston about it, he was like, well, let's just go look. So we went to go look at dogs, and we saw little Rocco, and they told us that he had been returned because his owner had been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and she wasn't going to be able to take care of him and look after him like she thought she was going to be. She wanted to. He had been there for already 2 weeks. I think he had already been back for 2 weeks, and he just looked so sad. And so I was like, I want to hold him. And I was holding him, and I was cuddling him, and Hurston was just looking at me like, I don't know about this. He always told me how ugly he thought the dogs were, and I was like, just hold him for a little bit. So I took a picture of Hurston holding Rocco, and literally after a few minutes, Hurston was like, dude, let's do it. Let's just take him home.
Yeah, okay. So Letty had Leia, and I love Leia. Like okay. If you guys don't know anything about me, I was petrified of dogs. When I was a little fat kid in Las Vegas, I got chased by dogs. My brother had a little Rottweiler. That dog, he was a puppy and he destroyed my leg. I was terrified of dogs. I was hanging out with Letty one time and she goes, hey, you wanna come over? And I was like, sure. She's like, oh, but I got a dog. So I was like, oh, damn. Like I tried to be like man up. So I was like, yeah, no, that's fine. That's cool, whatever. So I go in the house. There's Leia. I'm scared to death, but I'm trying to be like cool and play it off. And then I know that if I show her that I'm scared, then she's gonna be like.
And Leia was so like, to her sense, she was so freaking sweet.
Yeah, she was like the best. So when we went to go look for dogs, I was like, well, let's get a pit bull because I love pit bulls, and I love pit bulls because of Letty's dog. But there was no pit bulls to be found.
The kennels were all empty, which is really good.
Yeah.
But the only dogs that were there are the ones that weren't adoptable.
Yeah.
And then there was like a wolf dog hybrid that was there when we went.
I think it's a beast. So then we ended up finding some Frenchies, and this little dude, he just looked scared. Like the weather was pretty much identical to the weather that it is right now.
Yeah, it's like cold.
It was like the coldest freaking day you could imagine. So we go into the place, and then Rocco is just like, he's just like cold and alone, and I was like, I don't know what it was, because I hated the dogs. And then I just loved the little man. And I remember like when we left the place, I remember putting him in my jacket, and like his little head was popping out with his ears. And I was like, damn, dude, I love this dog.
We really went without thinking we were gonna get a dog.
That's how we met Rocco.
Yeah. So basically, we brought Rock home, and he was just the most adorable little thing. Like, he was so shy, and all he wanted to do was cuddle from day one. He just wanted to cuddle us.
Yeah.
And I even have like a little video clip of him like going into her sister's sweater and like curling up into a little ball, like a little baby.
Yeah, he was probably the sweetest dog that I had ever seen.
Yeah, and he's still like that. He's still such a cuddle bug, such a baby. Like.
Yeah, he loves it. He's a grown man too now. He's like 48.
But he's still a little baby.
So that's Rocco in a nutshell. How we got Daisy is like complete opposite. Basically, we saw Rocco and we were like, Rocco seems a little lonely. He seems a little bored. Let's see if we can get him a little friend. So we started looking, and I never had the intention of like getting another dog. And Letty was like, let's just look and look and look. And literally, Letty would like stay up mad late looking for another dog, another French bulldog.
Yeah, I would be on like Craigslist seeing if anybody was like trying to like give their Frenchie away or something.
Yeah. And then somehow we ended up finding another French bulldog that needed a house, and I think we drove, I don't know, maybe like 2 hours to go get Daisy. And we get there, Daisy is like this little bunny that you can't even like not want to kiss. Like, it was like the cutest little fat bunny, skinny thing.
Yeah, she was like so unproportionate. Like, her belly was humongous, but her ribs and her spine was showing.
Yeah.
And she had like this cute little tiny head, but like I said, her belly was huge. So like, she was just so adorable. She was like bouncing everywhere and like attacking Rocco, just meeting him like playfully. And Rocco was just like, what in the world are you guys about to do to me?
Well, Rocco he hadn't been around dogs. He had only been around us two.
And Zorro.
And Zorro, and when you met Zorro, you didn't want to hang out with him because that dude was like 18 times his size.
Yeah.
So he met Daisy, and he's like a little bit bigger, but we got a couple clips we can show you guys. When he met Daisy, he's like going, like, he was
so curious.
Yeah, he's like,
what the heck?
So Daisy was actually like really freaking sick. She had a ton of worms in her belly and stuff like that.
So the people who gave her to us, they told us that she was kept outside because she would always pee in the house. But come to find out, when we brought her into our house and she started peeing like every couple minutes, she would be peeing, and we're like, all right, something's off. So we took her to the vet, and she had a really bad bladder infection, but also like Kirsten said, she had a ton of worms in her belly, and that's probably like due to like digging outside and stuff like that as such a little puppy.
Yeah.
And so she got healed or whatever. We got her on antibiotics and got her dewormed and all that stuff. But like, girl, seeing her love Rocco so freaking much. Oh shit.
What is like your hair?
I don't know, it was on my jacket. It's like a piece of a plant.
Yeah. You gotta put that in the video. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
I feel lightheaded after that one. It was crazy. And like, when we got her, she wasn't really like affectionate. She didn't know how to be affectionate.
Yeah. She didn't really care to be with us. Like, she's the polar opposite of Rocco, because Rocco was so clingy, so clingy, so clingy. Daisy, dude, you could leave her alone and she'd be happy. Like, she just wanted nothing to do with anybody. She's an independent lady.
Yeah, like we would all be cuddling, and we would be holding her cuddling, but when she was ready to go to sleep, she would leave us to go lay down by herself.
I'm done. I don't need you guys.
And I, like, for the first couple weeks, I remember telling her, Sin, like, I don't think she loves us. I don't think she loves me, and maybe like she doesn't love me. And then all of a sudden, she started like relying on us and loving us and started cuddling with us. The first bond that hatched with her and Rocco.
Yeah.
Like, she showed so much affection to Rocco, and she would go into his kennel and lay with him. But she wouldn't want to lay with us until like a month after already having her. She was like, all right, I see Rocco loving on these two. Let's see what this is about.
A fun anecdote. I was struggling pronouncing that. When we got Daisy and we brought her into the house, like literally the first, like Lottie was saying, like she was peeing everywhere. So like the first 5 minutes, she pees in the house, and Rocco is like, he hasn't seen pee in the house from any other dog. So he goes over and he's like, what is this? And he tastes it. And then we're freaking, so he tastes it and we don't notice it. And we're playing with Daisy. We're like, oh, he's a cute little lady. And then we look over and we see Rocco, and Rocco's just foaming. Like he looks like he has rabies. And we're like, oh no, dude, whatever just happened. This girl has just contaminated Rocco. Now he has rabies. He's just like foaming. And I'm like, what is happening? And like, he didn't want to.
Drooling, Damien.
Like, it looked like what was a dog that drools? Like a Saint Bernard or something like that?
Like a Saint Bernard.
He's just like massive, like Turner and Hooch. Oh yeah, it's just crazy. And we're like, what is happening to this dog right now? And we go look, and we see like her pee looked like it just been wiped. And we're like, we put two and two together that he had just licked her pee, and apparently it tasted nasty.
Because it smelled so bad because her infection was so bad.
Yeah. So this dude like tasted it and was like, oh god.
Yeah,
like,
he was not swallowing.
Yeah.
And it was like he was just drooling and foaming.
Yeah, he didn't care. He's just like holding that taste in his mouth.
He's like, I'm not swallowing.
What did we end up doing?
I think we just gave him water or like wiped his tongue.
I think we tried to open his mouth and he didn't want to open it. He just like shut or like.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't think we recorded that because it was pretty terrifying.
And then also, like, because her stomach was so bad, like with worms and all that stuff, her poop was like super diarrhea.
Yeah, it was watery and like liquid. It was just like.
Yeah, and
like fudge.
She pooped on one of our consoles.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't on the carpet.
Yeah. Oh, this is before we had regular floor, so it was all carpeted. So yeah, she did us a favor of not pooping on it. She's like, I'll help you guys out.
You make the cleanup easy.
Yeah.
And ever since we got her, she's been like poop shy, so she always tries to go far.
She doesn't like to poop near you or like. But I love it's weird, but I love how she poops because after she gets done pooping, she like she's such a lady. She like kicks her poop off.
Like she doesn't kick her poop. She covers it.
Oh, she covers it up with the grass.
Yeah, with like the grass. She like.
But like,
and then she goes.
It's crazy to me because like, who taught her that? She doesn't know any of the dogs. Rocco doesn't do that. Rocco just takes a squat. And he's like, someone pick it up. Come get my dookies, man. He just leaves it. This girl's like super sweet. She's like, I'll cover myself.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I got it, Dad. So it's just crazy. Now they're both pretty good. They don't do anything bad. They just hang out.
Actually, Rocco pees in the house.
Well, yeah, Rocco has a terrible habit of peeing in the house. Like if he sees someone new, he's like, just get ready, guys. I'm about to soak up
Yeah,
this stuff.
so like if anyone comes to the house, I have to let him out so that he can pee before he gets excited and pees all over them or the floor.
Yeah.
Alright you guys, we're coming to the end of this video, so make sure you give this video a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and make sure you turn post notifications
All the way on.
And then share this video with your mom, your brother, your hermana, your
cousin,
your French bulldogs,
your cousin's cousin,
and your mom's hoe too.
Mom's a hoe. If you didn't like this video, your mom's a hoe.
Yeah.
How we met Rocco and Daisy.
How we met Rocco and Daisy. How we met Rocco and Daisy.